You've enjoyed the family fun of the annual Western Day Festival in Old Town Louisville. But have you heard the big news? The S is back. That's right. Western Days will be 2 days in 2010 with twice the excitement, twice the music, and twice the fun. Mark your calendars for Friday, September 24th and Saturday, September 25th. Come on out to Old Town Louisville for 2 days of great music, gunfighters, longhorns, and more. Watch our website for announcements on entertainment, vendor applications, parade entries, and other festival information. Western Days 2010 in Old Town Louisville. You'll want to be there.
Hold on, cowboy!
He was done, Claude was done.
I meant to ask Charles on that little van they got. They could go to that senior home and take them across the street.
You can watch it too.
Unless somebody forgets to put it up there.
Yeah.
Tim, it should be up there.
Tim, you hear that?
Didn't it do it for me once?
No, you had,
What are we gonna do on that?
that one time it didn't get up there with Adam.
Make it or just
One down there, what?
But it didn't get put up there, Adam was working up.
so?
Put on the sounds of
So, but Tim's here tonight.
Tim's the man.
He'll take
Hear that, Tim? You're the man.
Yeah.
Think Tim can hear us? Think Tim
Gonna have,
can
they
hear
were
us?
open out there anyway.
Tim, if you can hear us, flash the lights on and off.
He can't because they're hooked to the door right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, stick your head out the door a minute.
told my wife. We're not fine for
You got any Tim jokes?
Yeah.
There it is.
We went up to appraisal district.
Oh, did you?
Got that taken care of.
Did you have to sit there very long?
I was there for about 4 hours, 3 hours.
We have a deal now that you can call in and get a place in line.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
It's on that front page.
I probably didn't.
Next year, next time we'll have
It is 7 o'clock. We do have a quorum, so we'll call the council meeting to order. First item on the agenda this evening is invocation by Deputy Mayor Pro Tem Durham, and then the pledge to the flags by Councilman Tierney.
Would you join me in a moment of silence? Thank you.
Face the flag, please. I pledge allegiance
At this time, we're going to enter into closed session in accordance with Texas Government Code, Subchapter D, Section 551.074, Personnel, Discussion of Election of Mayor Pro Tem and Deputy Mayor Pro Tem. You're going to do the motion.
Yeah, I'll make the motion. I need to talk to you sometime. I need to visit with you sometime.
Okay, we'll reconvene back in regular session. Is there any action to be taken, council?
Yes, Mayor. On this particular item that we discussed in closed session, I'd like to go ahead and make a motion that we take Rudy Durham and make him our mayor pro tem, and that we take Councilman Tierney and make him our deputy mayor pro tem.
Second.
We have a motion by Councilman Thornhill, a second by Councilman Watts. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item number 1 is a public hearing, consideration, and I apologize tonight ahead of time. I was in dentist chair all afternoon, and so if my words are a little murmured, I apologize. Murmured? Whatever. Slurred, whatever you want to call it. Consideration of an ordinance for a zone change request from agricultural open space and light industrial to public use on a 77.98 acre tract located on the west side of Railroad Street, approximately 2,450 feet north of Bennett Lane, further identified as tracts 35, 36, 73, and 74 of the John W. King Survey, Abstract 695, and Tract 15 of the John H. Havens Survey, Abstract 541, as requested by Denton County Transportation Authority, DCTA, and the estate of Tilford Berry, the property owners. Staff's comments are DCTA plans to convert this entire site into their maintenance facility. An engineering site plan is currently in review by staff. Public governmental agency uses are permitted in all zoning districts, although the agency must allow the general regulations of the district in which the use is located. Recommendation of staff is that we approve the proposed ordinance as set forth. Let's see here. I believe I have a couple of cards here. We have a Stephen Wadicki, I apologize, and Suzanne Darnell. Are y'all here? Do you want to speak, or are you just here in case of questions?
We're just here to answer questions.
Okay, they're both here to answer questions. And so that's all I have, staff. Council, excuse me.
Move to close public hearing.
I have a motion to close the public hearing by Councilman Durham, a second by Councilman Tierney. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Councilman Durham?
If there's nothing else, I move to approve.
Second.
I have a motion to approve by Councilman Durham, a second by Councilman Watts. Counselor?
Okay, this is an ordinance of the City Council of the City of Louisville, Texas, that amends the zoning ordinance of the city, granting zoning changes on the 77.98 acre tract of land, fully and completely described in the attached Exhibit A, ordering a change in the use of said property from agricultural, open space, and light industrial district zoning to public use district zoning, correcting the official zoning map, preserving all other portions of the zoning ordinance, providing a clause relating to severability, determining that the public interests and general welfare demand a zoning change and amendment therein made, providing a penalty, and declaring an emergency.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item number 2 is a public hearing, consideration of an ordinance for a zone change request from agricultural open space to light industrial on 2.44 acres, 3 tracts located on the west side of Hofords Prairie Road, approximately 1,220 feet south of Midway Road, further identified as S. Hayden Survey, Abstract 537, tracts 27, 28, and 29, as requested by the Van Tile Group on behalf of the property owners Milton Hauser and G.H. Storage. Comments from staff is the proposed zoning classification, light industrial, is in keeping with recommendations of the East Louisville Plan and the existing zoning in surrounding area. Other properties in this area are zoned light industrial and agricultural open space. The Planning and Zoning Commission voted 6-0 in favor of the zoning change request at their May 4, 2000 meeting. Recommendation of staff is to approve the ordinance as set forth. Let's see here. We have one card here. We have Von Bucher, who is here in support and is here available to answer any questions. Is that correct, Ron? Okay. That's all I have here, Council.
Move to close the public hearing.
Second.
I have a motion to close the public hearing by Councilman Tierney, a second by Councilman Thornhill. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Councilman Grina?
If nobody has any objections, I move to approve the proposed ordinance amending Louisville City Code as you read in the caption.
Second.
We have a motion by Councilman Grina, a second by Councilman Watts. Counselor?
The language in this caption is exactly the same as the previous item, except that this one is 2.44 acres, and it's being changed from agricultural open space to light industrial district zoning.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. The next item is Visitor Citizen Forum. At this time, any person with business before the council not scheduled on the agenda may speak to the council. No formal action can be taken on these items at this meeting. I do not have any cards filled out for this. So the next item is the consent agenda. All the following items on the consent agenda. I'm sorry?
You do.
What? I don't have any cards for the Visitor Citizens Forum. Nobody?
That one on your computer.
Oh, over here. Somebody stuck that in over here. Excuse me. I didn't see that one. I beg your pardon. Thank you, sir. Do have a Kelly Reeves on the Visitor Citizens Forum. If you'd like to come forward, I apologize, Kelly. I did not see it over there.
That's okay. My name's Kelly Reeves. I'm with OTBA, Old Town Business Association, and we just wanted to let you know that we're having a night golf tournament this Friday evening. Greg Tierney is sponsoring it. He's our main sponsor, and it starts at 7 p.m. at his restaurant. Registration is there, and the golf starts at 8:30. There will be a chance to win a Ford Mustang from Ford Country in Louisville for a hole-in-one, and also Beasley's just signed up today for $10,000 in credit if you get a hole-in-one.
Wonderful.
So it's a good opportunity, so you can come register with any one of us or talk to Greg at Tierney's.
And when is that again now?
It's this Friday evening.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you.
Kelly, I apologize for missing your card. Thank you, Councilman Tierney. Okay, consent agenda. All the following items on the consent agenda are considered to be self-explanatory by the council and will be enacted with one motion. There will be no separate discussion on these items unless a council member or citizen so requests. For a citizen to request removal of an item, a speaker card must be filled out and submitted to the city secretary. I have council people members that have asked that we pull items 8 and 11. So, Councilman Watts?
I move to approve the consent agenda with the exception of items 8 and 11. Second.
We have a motion by Councilman Watts, a second by Councilman Tierney to approve the consent agenda exception of items 8 and 11. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item number 8 is approval of an acceptance of a donation in the amount of $25,000 from the M.R. and Evelyn Hudson Foundation for the purchase of an upright piano. The M.R. Hudson Foundation invited the city to submit an application. The application focused on pianos needed for the Arts Center as well as monies for children's programming. A donation of $25,000 was approved for the purchase of an upright piano that will be used in both the Black Box Theater and the multipurpose room. City Manager, would you like to expand on that a little bit and give some compliments to the people that helped us get this?
Well, this is a project that Donna Barron and Nika Reineke have been working on for some time. Nika had some contact with the Hudson Foundation when she was in Keller, and they're a foundation that specializes in children's education and arts and culture for children and expansion of those types of programs for them. And so, as you know, we've got a couple of equipment needs, highly specialized equipment needs in terms of instrumentation for the facility. An upright piano was one of those. grand piano, baby grand pianos, another, one or the other. And so we thought we would make an application, and did, and NECA was successful in pursuing that to fruition. And so what you have here today is a donation from the Hudson Foundation for $25,000. We'll use that to purchase a high-quality upright piano that can be moved back and forth between the two facilities described here, and then anything, if there's anything left over, I think Jim probably apply that to the purchase of the grand, which we still need money for. So if you have any folks out there that are interested in making donations that would benefit arts in Louisville, we're certainly willing to entertain them.
I tell you, here in the last month or so, since they started putting brick on the facility over there, and it's really moving along, it's one of the most popular things I get emails and phone calls from our citizens about is, when's it going to open? What else is it going to be? It's just really exciting. So I'm really looking forward to that. Councilman Thornhill?
Thank you, Mayor. I'll go ahead and move to approve item 8.
Second?
We have a motion by Councilman Thornhill to approve item number 8, a second by Councilman Durham. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. We also pulled item number 11.
Mayor, I'm going to abstain from item number 11.
Okay. Item number 11 is approval of a final acceptance of the Keeley Avenue parking lot project and the authorization to make final payment to L&S Asphalt Construction Incorporated in the amount of $12,845.20. On November 2nd, 2009, the City Council awarded a contract to L&S Asphalt Construction Incorporated with a total budget amount of $122,050 for the construction of the Key Avenue parking lot. The actual construction cost of the project was $119,488, resulting in a savings of $2,562. The work has been completed in accordance with the contract documents and now is ordered to formally accept the project and make the final payment. Recommendation of council is to approve the parking lot as set forth in the above caption. Councilman Durham?
Nobody has anything on this. I move to approve.
Have a motion by Councilman Durham, a second by Councilman Watts. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Next item is item number 12, and I will be abstaining on that as I do business with the Hines family.
Item 12 is a consideration of 3 variance requests for the Hebron 121 Station engineering site plan zoned mixed use 90, bounded by Lakeside Circle to the north, State Highway 121 to the south, Timber Creek to the west, and the DG&O Railroad to the east. The Hebron 121 Station project is a proposed mixed-use development with residential, retail, commercial, and office component located near the DCTA Hebron Station in the southern portion of Louisville. The project is within the city's tax increment reinvestment zone number 2. Phase 1 of the development consists of 234 residential units. The developer is requesting the following variances. 1, to allow palm trees as an approved tree for required landscaping on both ROW and private property. The developer is escrowing funds for the trees in case they have to be replaced in the future and will support formation of a public improvement district for further maintenance. 2, use of brick pavers within the public right-of-way, medians, and sidewalks with an agreement for maintenance of the pavers until a separate maintenance mechanism is put in place as part of the tax reinvestment zone, increment reinvestment zone, or a PID. 3, to allow completion and payment bond for public improvements in lieu of cash escrow or third-party agreement. The staff's recommendation is that the council approve the requested variances as set forth in the caption. Councilman Tierney? Oh, I'm sorry. We do have 2 cards filled out. Howard Porteous and Mike Peterson both say they're available for questions. Is that correct? Councilman Tierney?
I have no issues with this, and we'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Tierney, second by Councilman Guarina. Is this, do I have to have this read, or do I just call for the vote? Just call for the vote. Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Councilman Watts. Item number 13, consideration of 7 variances to the Louisville City Code, Section 6, Land Development Regulations relating to Denton County Transportation Authority's proposed operation and maintenance facility zone public use to be located along the DGNO Railroad between Business State Highway 121 and Bennett Lane. Denton County Transportation Authority is proposing to construct an operations and maintenance facility in Louisville for their rail transit services, which are proposed to start at the end of this year. An engineering site plan has been reviewed by staff. DCTA is requesting 6 permanent variances, A through F, and 1 temporary variance, G. The requested variances include A, to reduce the number of required parking spaces, B, to allow a screening berm with trees in lieu of in lieu of the required masonry wall, C, to pave over a city-maintained water line, D, requesting early grading and tree removal on the site prior to site plan approval, E, to allow a portion of an existing channel to remain earth-lined, F, to allow less than the 80% brick veneer, and G, to have a temporary operations and equipment facility while construction occurs for the permanent facilities for a period of up to 12 months from the site plan approval. Recommendation of staff is that council approve the requested variances as stipulated. I do have same 2 people here as before, Stephen Wadaki and Suzanne Darnell here that are here to answer questions if we have any. And I believe that's the only other cards that I have.
I have a question for variance B, but I'm not sure who to ask it, whether it be Steve or staff. That's the berm, the living screen wall. You want me to go ahead and ask?
Yeah, go ahead and ask.
Okay. My only concern here, I'm okay with it, but for a living screen wall, is there any maintenance or replacement clause in our codes or in this that if he puts out 75 trees and a year later half of them are dead because of lack of watering, what are we going to do at that point?
Well, staff would treat that similar to our on-property 10-foot landscape strip, as well as a number of other alternative screening walls, living walls we have in place, in that during annual inspections, either by code enforcement or fire inspectors, or we have building inspectors assigned to these, we're looking at those, and as trees, shrubs, and other alternate wooden fences, whatever, when they go bad, we ask the property owner to fix them and maintain them in accordance with their approved engineering site plan, which of course would spell out the variance. So to answer your question, we are looking at those, and as they come up, as each one is his own unique case, we are looking at those and having the property owners maintain them. We just did one on Corporate Drive, southwest. They still had bushes that are dying. We're asking them to replace the bushes and maintain their proper screening device.
Thank you. That's all the questions I had. Thank you.
Anyone else have any questions? Councilman Watts?
I move to approve the variance as listed.
I have a motion by Councilman Watts to approve the variance.
Second.
Second by Councilman Thornhill. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item 14 is consideration of an ordinance amending the Louisville City Code, Chapter 6, Articles 1, 3, and 5 relating to various fire prevention amendments. Staff has identified the need to amend the current requirements related to the fire prevention requirements contained in the General Development Ordinance, GDO. Recommendation of staff is that council approve the ordinance as set forth in the caption above. Councilman Thornhill?
Thank you, Mayor. If nobody else has any questions or concerns, I'll go ahead and make, a motion to approve item 14.
Have a motion by Councilman Thornhill to approve, a second by Councilman Watts. Councilor?
Okay, this is an ordinance of the City Council of the City of Louisville, Texas, amending the Louisville City Code, Chapter 6, Article 1, definitions, by amending the fire lane definition. Article 3, plan submittal, by addressing when an engineering site plan is required. And Article 5, public improvements, by modifying fire hydrant spacing and colors. and modifying lists and tables to reflect these changes, providing for a repealer, providing for severability, providing a penalty, providing an effective date, and declaring an emergency.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item 15 is consideration of a resolution nominating one member to the Board of Managers of the Denko Area 911 District. Harlan Jefferson, Flower Mound Town Manager, currently represents area municipalities on the Denko Area 911 District Board of Managers. Mr. Jefferson's term expires on September 30th, 2010, and the district has requested that each participating city submit their nomination for a candidate to represent their municipality by the July 15th, 2010 date. Mr. Jefferson has expressed his desire to serve another term if appointed. Recommendation of staff is council approve the resolution and nominate one member to the board. Councilman Tierney?
Mayor, if everybody else is okay with it, I'm okay with Harlan Jefferson continuing to be serving, then I'll make that a motion.
Second.
Have a motion to approve the resolution and nominate Harlan Jefferson to continue to serve by Councilman Tierney, and a second by Councilman Durham. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item 16 is consideration of appointment of General Growth Properties representative for the ad hoc I-35 Corridor Plan Advisory Committee. On May 3rd, 2010, the City Council appointed members of an ad hoc I-35 Corridor Plan Advisory Committee. Leanne Lowry, General Manager of the Vista Ridge Mall, and Kevin Connell, Senior Director of Development for General Growth Properties, has been recommended by City staff to serve on this committee to represent Vista Ridge Mall. Leanne Lowry was named by the City Council as the official representative. However, both nominees have expressed a desire that Mr. Connell serve as the official representative for General Growth Properties. Recommendation of staff is that the council appoint Kevin Connell in the place of Leanne Lowry. Councilman Durham?
If nobody has anything else, I'd move to approve the appointment of Kevin Connell.
Second.
Have a motion by Councilman Durham and a second by Councilman Watts. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item 17, discussion and consideration of appointments to various city boards and committee members. Those come up every year, and as I discussed in workshop session, what I'd like to do, what we've kind of done in the past seems to work well to spread this out and to help so that our citizens don't have to be interviewed by every single one of us, which takes a lot of their time and ours also, is to split the boards and commissions up. And I'd ask Greg and John, Councilman Brenna and Councilman Tierney, if they would take the two boards, Animal Services and Community Development Block Grant, and bring back recommendations to us next week. And then I'd ask Councilman Durham and Councilman Thornhill if y'all would get together and do the committees for Planning and Zoning and Zoning Board of Adjustment, and bring those recommendations, not next week, I'm sorry, next meeting, bring those recommendations back for next meeting. And then Councilman Watts and myself will do the Old Town Design Review Committee, the Library Board, and Park Board, and bring recommendations back next week, and then we can continue with those appointments and reappointments at that time. Would be my recommendation to council. Do we need a motion to second on that? If somebody...
Mayor, that's a fine recommendation, and I'll make a motion to accept it.
And I'll second that.
I have a motion to accept my recommendation by Councilman Tierney and a second by Councilman Thornhill. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Reports. Nika, congratulations again, ma'am. That was great. Bob? Nothing? Chief, how you doing, sir? Is that arm healed up today?
Congratulations.
All healed up?
Don't know. I guess
It's not sore.
Yeah, I don't do.
You think people might want to know why it might be sore? Did something happen this weekend?
We had our annual Battle of the Badge Saturday tournament. That's coordinated and put on by the Louisville Citizens Police Academy Alumni Association. They do a great job with that every year. It's to raise funds for the Child Advocacy Center of Denton County. Had a great turnout this year, had 9 teams participate in an all-day-long softball double elimination tournament in the nice weather of Texas. And Flower Mound Fire Department won it this year, and it was a great event, and hopefully was able to raise some money for a worthy cause.
How did the Louisville teams do?
In our annual event against our police department, we were able to bring the trophy back home this year. So, Fire Department won.
Just because I wasn't there. Melinda? I wasn't going to say it. Melinda? Chief, now, I know you just back, but is it that I've heard any truth to the rumor that you've got an ongoing investigation and maybe the trophy's having to be withheld because you're something about corking the bats for the fire department? Is there any truth to that rumor?
No, sir.
Oh, okay.
Now, Chief, we do have fields throughout the city if you guys wanted to, a few extra practice.
We obviously need it.
Coaching?
I will say the fire department's bats were on fire. We got any water left in that lake out there?
Yes, sir, we do. We're about 4 inches down with all the hot weather that's come up, and water use is going up. So we're going to see it come down maybe 1/10 of an inch a day, but we're okay.
That's wonderful. A lot better than we've had in some years past, isn't it?
Yeah, we've maintained the elevations probably for about 14 months now, and that's up considerably from the previous summers.
And I got to tell you, I got some wonderful calls and comments about all the work we're doing on streets and sidewalks in town, and everybody was very, very pleased with that. So I want to thank you all very much for that also.
We're working on our list.
I know. It's good. Donna? Nothing? Mr. Ferris? You're awful quiet over there, sir. Mr. Backus? Councilman Durham?
Mayor, I just want to remind everybody that Louisville ISD is still in session this week through Thursday. So unlike most other parts of the state, they're not out of school yet. And I did notice that the aquatic centers looked like they were packed the last few days. So hopefully people are enjoying that and staying cool. Thank you, Mayor.
You bet. Councilman Green?
Nothing.
Councilman White? Yep. Any member? Councilman Thornhill?
No, sir.
Councilman Tierney?
No, sir.
What did you say is happening Friday night now?
Friday's the OTBA Glow in the Dark golf outing. Come on out and support Old Town business community. Thank you.
Counselor?
Nothing.
Julie? Okay, and I have nothing either. So in accordance with Texas Government Code, Subchapter D, Section 551.072, Real Estate Property Acquisition, and Section 551.087, Economic Development, we will now convene into executive session.
Just said it.
It's going to take 5 hours to get
Yeah, it's not too late. It's not over yet.
It should be.
You never know. Dean may open a can of worms yet.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea. David, you got to jump out there quick now.
All right,
Okay.
I can do that.
Okay. I'll do it
Don't
over
open
here.
a can of worms.
Convene us back into regular session. Is there any items to?
To adjourn.
Second.
Have a motion to adjourn by?
Everyone?
I think I beat him.
By Councilman Watts, a second by
Durham.
Thornhill.
Durham. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Sorry, gentlemen.
We were concerned about